Good afternoon, my name is Thomas Hadley from East Staffordshire People's TV. Natalie, thank you very much for having this discussion with me today. What I want to talk about is just the press. Why do we need an open and free press?
Well, I think essential to our democracy is people having a full range of views presented fairly and reasonably to them so that they can make their political choices in the democracy. That's clearly not what we've got now. I don't think I can surprise anyone to hear that. We have a few right-wing media tycoons absolutely dominating what people see, hear and read. And that's a real problem, and that's why the Green Party backs the Media Reform Coalition's proposals, which would restrict ownership to 15% of the total media market. That means you'd get at least 6 different voices, probably more, but at least 6. It wouldn't solve all of our problems, but it would be a good step forward. And it would see some of our right-wing media tycoons having less influence over what we read, hear and see.
That's fantastic. So how far away are we from that vision?
A very long way indeed. We basically have 3 or 4 people, men, they are all men, very, very rich men who have a massive influence on what people read and see. It may not be that they interfere with every single angle, but they set the tone for their publications. And one of the interesting things is when you think about climate change, the kind of coverage that we get about climate change. It is actually a reminder, however, that they can't just tell us anything they want to, because actually we've got pretty solid surveys that about 70% of people believe, understand we've got human-caused climate change happening. And that's despite what a lot of the right-wing press has been peddling for a very long time.
So how do we build a movement which undermines the right-wing press? What can be done to combat that monopoly on the media?
Well, I think obviously we can campaign for that legal change, but we don't actually have to wait for that to happen. The fact that we're standing here today shows that the media is actually in everybody's hands. These days with technology, everyone can be a journalist, everyone can be a citizen reporter on the ground, what they see, what they hear. They can share their views in a blog, even just Twitter and Facebook and all the rest of it. So it's really important for people to engage in issues, share ideas with their friends, ask people questions and see what they come back in response. And the mainstream media is becoming less important. In the 2010 general election, newspapers were selling 9 million papers a week. By 2015, that was down to 6 million papers a week. More and more people are getting their news from a different, diverse range of sources, and that's a really positive step.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Natalie.
Thank you.
You
Cheers.
take care. Have a good journey.
Thank you. Cheers.